Good morning and welcome to the Great Journey podcast. Today we are here at Shotokan Karate Leadership School. I'm Caitlin Clary and we're here with Sensei Callahan, who told me this morning on a lovely Monday morning, it feels like a case of the Mondays today, that he had quite the eventful weekend. Sensei, what happened?
Yes,
Fill
yes.
us in.
Well, our toilet was clogged up
Okay, at the school.
at the school, yeah, at
Okay.
the dojo here. And it appears that there were some paper towels that were put in the toilet, as well as there was something, because we're part of a complex here,
Mhm.
there was probably some other things going on too in the complex.
Okay.
So this happened on Thursday night after all the classes.
Okay.
And I was here along with our three instructors,
Yes.
Senseis Faye and
Mhm.
Olson and Flaherty.
Yes.
And I had left to go home,
Mhm.
and they frantically called me to tell me the toilet was overflowing.
It's the worst.
Yeah,
Yes.
and that I should turn around and come back.
Okay.
Well, I live about 25 miles away, 25, not
Right.
25 minutes away. So I didn't want to turn around and come back.
Right.
Um,
It is your Friday.
it is my Friday,
Yes,
yeah.
Thursday nights are his Friday.
Yep. And so I told them what to do, and they handled it. And they actually handled it quite well.
Good.
And
I'm not surprised. They're
yeah,
very on top of things.
yes.
Mhm.
And so the whole thing was settled down.
Okay.
But I knew I was going to have to come back the next morning because they got the water to stop, but it didn't mean that the plug was
Right.
cleared.
Right.
So I knew I was going to have to come back the next day and let in the rooter man, who
Mhm.
is the best rooter service around.
Yes. Where would we be without them?
Yeah. And this was Friday, and Friday is my Saturday.
Right.
So it was
Yep.
my day off,
Mhm.
and I did not want to come back.
Mhm.
Not to unplug a toilet.
Right.
I mean,
Of
who
course.
wants to do that?
Nobody.
So I decided that I had to make a game out of it.
Yeah.
And I started to sing to myself, Happy Clogged Toilet Day to you.
Oh, that's a familiar tune. Like
Yeah,
happy birthday.
yeah, like happy birthday. And then I realized that so many lessons from the martial arts have been instilled in me over so many years, having done this for 50 years, 51 years now, that the lessons just come naturally.
Mhm.
And there's a lesson from one of the katas that our brown belts practice called Basai Dai.
Yes.
And the main lesson in this kata is to learn how to change a disadvantageous situation
Mhm.
that you have into one that's advantageous to you.
Yes.
So, how to make something good out of something bad.
Yeah.
And this is really what I was doing. And it was, instead of it being drudgery to come
Mhm.
down here and do this, I was making it fun
Yeah.
to go and do it.
Right.
And I've done this on a number of other occasions. Many years back, I used to teach at Santa Rosa Junior College. I
Mhm.
taught some karate classes there.
Yeah.
And one of the things that the JC does when at the start of the semester
Mhm.
is they have all the students that might be coming in for a 9 o'clock class or
Right.
a 10 o'clock class, whatever it is. All those students would go into the gym and they would sit in bleachers designated according to which class they were going to go to.
Mhm.
And so there might be 500 students in the room there.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the thought of getting in front of 500 people and it used to scare the hell out of me. Now
Mhm.
it doesn't anymore,
Yes.
but I used to be really scared by it.
And I think statistically, they say that a fear of public speaking is even greater than a fear of death, according to everybody. That's their
Yes.
biggest thing. So,
Yeah, and
yeah.
the old, since you brought that up, the old joke is that at a funeral, most people would rather be in the coffin
Than giving the
than at the
eulogy.
podium giving the eulogy.
Oh,
Yes,
gosh.
it's a sad fact of life.
Yes. Yeah.
And we could go into the psychological realm
Right.
of why all that is,
Yes.
and that is very interesting to me. But we're just not going to
That's
talk
another
about that.
podcast for another day.
Yeah.
Back to the toilet.
Yeah. And so what I did on that occasion at the JC was I was feeling nervous, but instead of acknowledging that I was nervous and talking about the fact that I was nervous, I changed that and I said, I'm excited.
Okay.
So I changed the nervous energy into a positive
Okay.
energy. Now, I was conscious that I was doing this, so it's not like I'm denying myself
Right.
anything,
Right.
but it worked. And
Okay.
I was able to go out there and I went over to my group of students and talked to them, and everything went fine. And we got
That's
the
great.
semester off to a good start.
Good.
So, so that's really what I wanted to get across here in this particular podcast
Right.
is that to find something or take something that might seem to be a negative, and we're all in a lot of stress with,
Everything right now.
yeah, isn't there something called coronavirus going
I
on?
don't, I think I'll have to look into that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So here we are joking about coronavirus,
Right.
and that's how we ease our stress because
Yes.
it's a terrible situation. More than it's getting close to what, half a
Almost.
million people have
Yeah.
died in the United States.
Yeah. And
That's a huge number.
and a year of our lives
Yeah,
completely feeling upside down. And
upside down.
yeah.
Yep. So that's the lesson that I would hope that people would get from this podcast here
Yeah.
today.
No, that's great. And it reminds me, my kids are teenagers now, but it reminds me when they were little, like nobody, I don't even like to do chores now. I don't know.
Yep.
Obviously, you don't like to do that chore. But we used to use music to try to motivate our kids to clean up. And it could just be, have this done by the end of the song. But I don't know if any of you remember the song Yakety Yak by the Coasters. It's a song from like 1959. I don't know if you,
I know.
yes,
that,
go
yes.
take out the papers and the trash.
Yeah.
So anyway, it has a great beat. It's super motivating and it's a short song. It's only a couple minutes. So especially with your younger kids, when it comes to picking up toys, we would just play that and the kids would be so excited because they had to finish it within this very short time frame.
Uh-huh.
And it was motivating. So that's one way to make cleanup a game. And maybe I need to bring it back for my teenagers and play that song again and maybe motivate them to get that stuff done. But that's great. We need to know to sometimes make light of life when things are no fun. And
Yeah.
this can apply to so many things, emotional stress and deeper, bigger things than a clogged toilet, but a clogged toilet is a big deal in my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we hope that that was some encouragement for you for today from Shotokan Karate Leadership School, and we will get back to you. Not get back to you. It is Monday.
It is
We will
Monday.
talk to you next time. All right. Have a great day.